podcast members, we're back. Another Tuesday show. We're going to be talking a little Bulls, Bears, a little baseball. Hey, WNBA's kicking off as well. That and more on the Chicago Clubhouse podcast. Hey, Crook, hit it!
You are now rocking with the Chicago Clubhouse podcast, where they think they know everything, but honestly, they don't know shit.
These summer league games and they tell you about these new up and coming coaches.
I think we should get rid of every motherfucking owner in Chicago.
Enzo and Caruso both when they are on the court are like your defensive generals.
But they need to get that strong safety who's not scared to hit somebody.
They really don't know shit.
Welcome, everybody, to the Chicago Clubhouse podcast, where we think we know everything, but we really don't know shit. Hey, as I said earlier tonight, we're going to be talking about the Chicago Bulls. They just hired a vice president of basketball operations. Now, my question is, will he end up being also the guy that's going to make all the decisions as far as basketball-wise, like drafting, free agents? Because as we've seen in our previous regime, AK was doing that. You never really heard from Mark Eversley. I mean, he was just a guy sitting around, I guess, collecting a check. Show his face here and there in a couple interviews, really didn't say too much. And then in the regime previous to them was John Paxson and Gar Forman, where it seemed like John Paxson was really making a lot of the decisions. I always thought that you had the vice president or president of operations. They just really do the little things behind the scene, make sure the GM is doing his job, and the GM is the one that does all the drafting and free agency and scouting and all that type of stuff. Does pretty much all the talking. Well, it seems that doesn't happen on the basketball side here in Chicago. We're also going to be talking a little baseball. Hey, both our baseball teams are winning right now. Sox are so far better than expected. Hey, you Cubs fans out there, how's it going? I mean, I want to say about a month ago, you guys were ready to jump off the bridge because you thought you guys were going to suck or it wasn't going to look good. And now you're with one of the best records in baseball and number one in your division. So kudos to you. We also going to have our girl Jay come on today. We're going to talk a little WNBA basketball as the WNBA season will be kicking off shortly. Chicago Sky made a few additions here and there. Got rid of Angel Reese. We're going to see how that goes. And, of course, Bears talk. But stadium talk as well. Well, I'll talk about the stadium. Brandon Johnson, last-ditch effort to try to block the Bears from, I guess, leaving the city of Chicago. I think you're a little too late for that, pal. Let's be honest, the city of Chicago is one of the most corrupt cities in the United States. And it's been that way for quite some time. And here it is. You have one of the founding franchise. I ain't going to say not one, but the founding franchise of the NFL. And they're either going to go to a suburb or go across state lines to Indiana because the greedy, fat, nasty ass, corrupt ass, grimy ass politicians here in Chicago love, let's just be honest, fucking the taxpayers, constantly taking money, always having their hand in a cookie jar, or they're looking for their hands, their palms to be greased, and at the end is going to fuck the city of Chicago, because losing the Chicago Bears in the city is going to have it so where the city loses millions of dollars. Millions. But then the crazy part about it is the city say, oh, if they leave, we're going to hook Soldier Field up. We're going to put $639 million into Soldier Field to make it better for concerts and things of that nature to come in here. Who the fuck is paying for that? Will that be the taxpayers again paying that $639 million? The friends of the park they wouldn't allow George Lucas to have his Star Wars museum there. They won't allow the Chicago Bears to build a stadium there. Arlington, Indiana, people. Arlington, Indiana. That's what it looks like it's going to be. Sorry, Mayor, there's nothing that you can do about it. Hey, Kevin Warren came out, said his sole purpose in the beginning was to keep Chicago here in Chicago. Keep the Bears here in Chicago, and they didn't want to play ball, so there it is. That's my little rant. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have a couple guests come on tonight. Let's get it on. First up is the stat man. He knows all the stats from the 80s, the 90s, and the 2000s.
Psych, try again. We're going to go ahead and do our guess for now. JB is MIA in the moment.
Oh, you couldn't put that in the chat, Cook. Couldn't say JB's not here.
I did. I put it in the chat.
Oh,
all right.
Shit. Got for now.
All right. It
I read that. Hey, well, fuck it. JB ain't here. Shit, fuck it. I do it. Team light skin all the way. All right. So first up would be one of our special guests for the night. Our boy G Walker's coming in, and he's gonna talk some Bears and Chicago sports with us. G, come on in.
Yo, what's going on? Foul mouth. What's up,
man?
My boy?
Hey, man, they got me looking bad out here, man. I'm thinking JB gonna be here. He ain't here. It's okay. So how you feeling tonight?
Man, I'm blessed, man. It's just hold on, man. I don't know what's going on with that. I feel good, man. It's just the draft happened, man. Rookie mini camp is getting ready to happen. Everything is starting to ramp up, bro. Like everything is starting to ramp up. Guys are running on the grass at Hallis Hall. You know, you got pictures of Caleb out there. You got videos of Colston Loveland out there running around. You know, football is getting ready to gear up, man. The Chicago Bears are out of hibernation. So, you know, it's slowly starting to ramp up, man. So it's cool to be in this spring mode of Chicago Bear football, man, especially after the draft. So I'm just pumped up, man, to see what these rookies can do and see what's going to go on once the season get ready to start as far as mini camp, training camp, and preseason. I'm pumped up, man. I'm pumped up.
Yeah. Oh yeah. First of all, I want to give a shout out to everybody in the chat. What's up? Hey, we're gonna get it in tonight. Talk some Chicago sports. I'm also going to bring in one of the ladies. The ladies are the lady is in the house. Our girl Jay, she's gonna come on in. Matter of fact, we're gonna bring her in right now so she can talk some Bears and some WNBA stuff with us. Our girl Jay from the Woman's Cut, whose mic is muted. Oh, there we go.
You didn't even have to mention that my mic was muted. You over here, you all types of foul today.
Hey, you don't throw it loud. You're like, hey, it's muted.
I saw it. What's up, G? What's up, Foul? How y'all doing?
How you doing? Nice to meet you.
Doing good.
How are you?
So, I want to get you guys' thought. You know, we don't have to spend too much time on it. I want to get you guys' thought You see, as I went on my little rant about the Chicago Bears stadium, which I think every Chicago Bears fan is sick and tired talking about. Are we going to Arlington? Are we going to Indiana? Oh, the mayor don't want them to stay here in the city of Chicago. It'd be great to get bring some revenue to the city. It fucked up.
Yeah.
But go ahead. You guys have it.
If we let's keep it a buck.
Yeah, go ahead.
Let's keep it a buck. Nobody is about to stop being a Bears fan because they go and play in Indiana. If we're being honest, like, are you gonna stop being a Bears fan, G? Or five?
No, I'm not. I'm not even a person that really go to football games. To keep it one, I only like pulling up to shit like that. Like, keep it real with you.
Right. So it to me, it's a lot of distraction. I'd rather focus on what our team is doing to win.
Yeah.
This upcoming season, have they improved? I think that. It seems politicky. It seems like they're throwing some curveballs, so we're not really paying attention to the process. And I just want us to pay attention to the process.
Yeah. And I'm with you, man. When it comes to the stadium, man, I just think that it's unfortunate, man, because I don't think people understand when the city of Chicago, no matter what sport, no matter what sport and what team or what organization, they always do well, man. Whether when the Bulls are winning, it's great for Chicago. When the Bears are winning, it's good for the NFL. When the Blackhawks are winning, it's good for the NHL. So the fact that we got this situation where we got a young Caleb Williams, not even in his prime, we got a Ben Johnson that's entering his prime. We're doing things as far as viewership that we haven't done in a long time, as far as get 50 million views from a Rams game or 30-something, 40 million from the Eagles game. Why are we pitching pennies? You know what I mean? Like, get to the point to where you can fund your own stadium by yourself. Like, they're so used to moving like old money, they don't know how to do it. Because if this was new money, they'd be the new money's going to move around. They're gone. Like, they're not even going to wait for this. So it's a little bit of an old school thing to me. You're billionaires. Stop moving like you're poor billionaires. There's no such thing as a poor billionaire, bro. It's just not real. But other than that, I mean, I don't really care where the stadium goes, but the people that like to tailgate, people that like to come to Chicago and go to the stadium and take pictures and do all that, that means something to people. There's a lot of lore here. There's a lot of nostalgia here. It's Chicago Bears on the lake. That means a lot to people. And the fact that we can't even possibly keep them in the state of Illinois is an embarrassment by the whole state. It's an embarrassment, man. Like, this guy Pritzker, if he loses the Chicago Bears to Indiana, he should his political career should be over. It should just be over. This is a major L. It's just a major L on a big picture of it. It's just a major L.
I'm gonna have to disagree with you on that, only because I'm a Bears fan, but I'm also a taxpayer. You feel me? Right. So gas is already real high.
Yeah, gas is high as hell.
Gas is high as hell. Okay, high as giraffe, as some people would say.
You can say giraffe monkey. It's okay.
I'll leave the foul mouth to you. I'll leave the foul mouth to you. I'm just saying it's a hard, especially when we are in the situation we are as a state, very hard sell to be like, I'm about to raise your property taxes because of this. So I understand the position that they're in. Do I hope that they sell? I would love for them to stay in Chicago. That whole Chicago thing was a leftover from Lori Lightfoot. This current mayor didn't even have anything to do with any of that negotiation. They decided on Arlington when he came into the picture. So I honestly just think this is about deals. They'll probably get a deal made. It'll probably be Arlington. And if we're keeping it 100, Indiana is closer for Chicago proper than Arlington is. It'll take, if I'm a Chicago, I'm living in Chicago. It'll take me 40 minutes to get to a stadium in Indiana. It'll take me an hour and 20 minutes to get to a stadium in Arlington. So if we're talking about convenience, that's a different story. We're just talking about we want them to stay in Illinois. Cool. I'd rather them be in Chicago anyway. I think that campus that they proposed was really, really cool. I'm honestly a little bit more upset that they're going to be indoors all the time. We can't have a retracting stadium. We can't have a little bit of weather.
According to Kevin Warren said he doesn't want one because the maintenance and everything is going to cost a lot more to keep.
What did G just said? Is ain't no broke billionaire in it.
Ain't no broke billionaires, man.
Pay the money.
Pay the money, man.
You know they pinching pennies because it's a lot of them.
They're pitching pennies at this point, man.
You know, it's only one Jerry. So Jerry funded his own stadium because it's only one of him. It's a whole bunch of Hallises that are splitting this money. So, you know, that's another reason why.
And the NFL is starting to get involved. You know what I'm saying? They over there getting ready to tap in like, hey, big head, y'all need some help? Y'all need some money, man? Like,
but actually, the NFL is they're a little tired of it too. They said, hey, look, we tired of this. We tired of going back and forth. We got our money ready to put down on a stadium. You guys need to make a decision where it is that you're going to go. You either going to go and stay in the state of Illinois or you're going to go to the state of Indiana. And it's just, it's terrible. I see as you were talking, Jay, about the taxpayer. Well, the thing is this. I hate to tell you, sweetheart, but they already talking about if the Bears leave Soldier Field, which we know that's going to happen, they're talking about renovating that for an additional $639 million, which means that's taxpayer money coming out anyway, paying for that so they can have, I guess, updated sound systems and better viewing for when they have concerts and things of that nature to replace.
Yeah, that's true. But the difference is they keep all that's true. But in that instance, Chicago keeps all that money. Illinois keeps all that money. They don't have to give any of it to the Bears. So when you have the Beyoncés who come here and drop $1 billion on your head over the course of a weekend, you can keep that money. So that's not
gonna be Bear money though. That's one time. That's not Bear money.
That's not Bear money, but that's Chicago. That's taxpayer money. So if you're talking about we're going to invest in this specifically so that taxpayers can get things, that's, I think, a little bit of an easier sell versus we're just going to charge you more so that billionaires can save $1. So I understand. I'm playing devil's advocate here. I'm just playing devil's advocate.
The Bears come here, though. I mean, if the Bears build a stadium here, you're going to get that Beyonce concert. You're going to get
like they had it already before.
The NBA, I don't know, maybe finals. You're going to get a Final Four. You're going to get a Super Bowl and all of those good things.
But you're not getting it. The Bears are going to get it because right now who owns the stadium? No, but Chicago owns the stadium. That's why the Bears want to build their own thing, right? They want Beyonce to give them money. Yeah. They don't want Beyonce to give them money.
But the city, the thing is this: the city's still going to get paid off of that if they were to have it here. Now, of course, if they're having it in Arlington Heights, you know, that's going to be the suburbs to get paid. And I know that you were saying, I don't know which one of you guys were talking about it, but you also stating that, you know, the drive is easy. I think that was you, Jay, that was talking about the drive is easier to Indiana, and yes, it is, especially if you stay on the south side. But the problem is most of the Chicago Bears ticket holders, season ticket holders, are all out there in the northwest suburbs. And
Bearsky Film, who said they are getting the parking. They are getting a parking. They're getting a portion of ticket sales, and the city gets concession money. That's not the same amount of money that they're getting. The Bears are if they own their own stadium. Which is the whole reason they wanted to go to Arlington in the first place, is because they want, I know we say fuck Green Bay, but if you've been to Green Bay Stadium, you know how that's rolling. If you're a Cubs fan, I'm not, but if you're a Cubs fan, you see what the Cubs did in Wrigleyville and how they built that entire area up so that they can make money. This is a capitalistic process. So we got to understand what the Bears are trying to do. And their thing is, where can we make more money? Are they going to be able to make more money in Illinois, or they're going to be able to make more money in Indiana? And that ultimately is going to be what decides this whole thing.
Oh, I mean, definitely. I mean, but they're well within their rights because that's what NFL teams do. They go there to make money. Like let's not get it misconstrued. Like that's what they're here to make money. But like I said, when it came down to the city of Chicago, the taxpayers still gonna end up paying. We're just gonna end up paying for some bullshit. Like, how many times you want to see Soldier Field be renovated? $639 million to renovate the damn thing again. I don't want to see that shit no more. You know, they fucked it up when they made the mistake on the lake. You know, They've already gone and mess that up, I don't want to spend no more money on Soldier Field. At least if they were to stay here in Chicago, you know, at least I know where my damn money went to. You know, at least the city be able to get some people that be able to work here. But you know, they going to fuck Chicago up anyway, so it's all jacked up anyway. So let's go ahead and bring in one of the all-star team members. We're gonna be missing a few tonight. People got things to do. You know, life happens. Life be lifing. So without further, let's bring on the stat man that knows all the stats from the 80s, the 90s, and the 2000s, JB. That's new.
What's going on?
What's up, part-timer?
What's going on?
Part-timer? Nothing much. How y'all doing?
What's going on, JB?
Oh, good. Yeah, we were just giving our thoughts about, you know, quick little second, my thoughts about, you know, the stadium news. The NFL is ready for the Bears. The Bears are hopefully ready too as well.
My opinion
but, you know,
is
they're
never
still trying to hope with the state of Illinois, and Mayor Johnson put in a last-ditch effort to try to block them from going to Arlington Heights to keep them here in Chicago, but it doesn't seem like there's a site that would be, you know, good enough for hell, one, the Bears, and two, the NFL, because they have to sign off on that site as well. So just your quick thoughts on that, JB.
I mean, we're 4 years from when they originally said we was going to have a new stadium, and here we are still without a new stadium. I'm just tired of the politics. I'm tired of whoever voted for whoever didn't do whoever didn't rub somebody's palms the right way. If Daly was still here, it would have been done. That's it. That's all. He'd have went like this, and then people would have handled it. That's it. So now we're dealing with a bunch of...
I'm a man. I'm 40.
But it would have been done. Just Mayor Johnson with the last-ditch effort. I appreciate it because I do want the Bears to stay here. If they go to Arlington Heights, I mean, it is what it is. You got, no matter which way you go, you have hurdles. It seems like the road to least existence was just to keep them here and build the new stadium. How we keep talking about going to McCormick Place and tearing down the old black building. It already looks like a stadium. They don't want to do that for whatever reason, or maybe the right person hasn't been offered the right amount of money. It's a shit show. And are we surprised? I mean, look what we've been through since '85. Are we surprised?
No.
I mean, what construction project in the city of Chicago has ever finished on time?
The Bean.
That was art.
And that's sad.
That was art.
Yeah. Well, anyway, we're going to done talk about this damn stadium bullshit. They going to get one, whether it be Indiana, Illinois. I really personally don't give a damn by now. So it is what it is. Jay, we got you on. We know that you're one of the hosts of the Women's Cut, and we do know that the WNBA is starting up, and we got some eye candy on the team. We got Skylar. We got Rakia Jackson. We got what's her name, Mrs. Carrington.
Dejanay, yeah.
Yeah, Dejanay. Yeah. No, she black with the name Dejanay. We got a couple lookers on there, and actually, I think the team is better than it was last year or the previous 2 years. So tell us what we got to look forward to, and what are your predictions?
I will tell you this right now. The Chicago Sky will be Instagram's favorite team. They will have the best tunnel fits. They will have the most likes on how they enter the stadium. Absolutely. Will this team compete for a championship? Probably not. Unfortunately, you have your youngest, currently your youngest point guard is 34 in Natasha Cloud. Sloot is still injured. Dejanay is injured. Your highest paid player on the team, Azare, is injured. So we're starting at a bit of a deficit. You traded your most popular player, arguably top 3 most popular player in the league, an Angel. And you didn't get any forward presence other than Rakia. I think Rakia is going to set up for a really good year, but Rakia is a great player. My issue with this team is honestly, I don't know who's going to help Cardoso. She's by herself in the paint. We saw what happened, and the game they played against Atlanta. Cardoso played 16 minutes and had 3 points and 3 fouls.
Yeah,
and that's your paint presence. So I'm unsure. I'm unsure. The Chicago Sky. We had this conversation before. The Chicago Sky looking real bullsish, right in the middle of the pack. They're not going to be good enough to get a Hannah Hidalgo coming out of school, and I don't even know if they value young talent. They let go Maddie. They let go HVL. They let go everybody outside of Jaquez, who they drafted this year. They let go all of their second and third round talent. So I don't know. Time will tell. This team will try hard. They'll be intense on defense. Skylar Diggins will 100% get in about 15 fights this season behind this team. So Big Mama walk them down is gonna walk them down. So they'll play tough, but I think it's kind of yet to be seen what we're gonna see from the Chicago Sky.
It's funny. Didn't they draft? I want to say, was it last year? Didn't they draft a big foreign chick?
No, she didn't sign. She hasn't come over here. They're it's just like European talent. They come over when they want to come over. Everybody assumed that when the bigger payday came, that the European talent would come through. But all of the foreign players who have ever played for the Chicago Sky have found it miserable. Understand that you had Gabby Williams, who was with the Storm, who played us real tough during the Olympics with Team France. She said no. Angel asked her, she's like, you gonna come through to Chicago? She said, go to another team, I'll talk to you. You had your Australian player this year, when asked one word to describe the Chicago Sky, she said miserable.
Right. She's still on the team?
She's not still on the team. But Beck Allen said miserable when she described this team. So if you're trying to bring in foreign talent, and all of the foreign talent that you have brought in has said, is that a selling point?
Nah, I mean, we've been hearing about it for years that, the management and ownership of the Chicago Sky is terrible. We went down the list of former Chicago Sky players that, hell, if you put them all on a roster together, you probably got a championship roster right there, just going down the line and talking about some of the former players. So, I mean, I don't know, is this a Chicago thing? I mean, is this some shit that we drinking out of Lake Michigan, with our sports teams being terrible? Well, actually, it's the management that's fucking terrible. The management the
Bears are floating us right now. The Bears are floating this entire city. The Cubs, I'll give the Cubs some. The Cubs have good management right now. They're doing their thing. The White Sox are looking better. So maybe baseball will be our savior this summer. I
just want to ask you real quick, Jay, because when you have limited, I'll say, expectation for the Sky just coming in, like you said, you just hope it's entertaining at this point. What the biggest acquisition that they make note about now is actually an undrafted free agent who played overseas, Sydney Taylor. But as much as I feel that she, she can play, I've seen some footage, she can play, but I don't trust Marsh. And similar to what talent we had with the Bulls with Billy Donovan, if the coach ain't right and is not coaching worth a damn, it doesn't matter what players you have. So is this just another smoke and mirror thing until they get another coach? Or
I agree with you, but I think they're sold on Marsh. Like, they got rid of Teaspoon. Think of the talent that Teaspoon had on that team. She had 2 players.
That's it.
She had 2 players because Ewell was injured. So I'm not going to take anything away from Ewell. She's a very solid player, but remember, she was injured. Izzy Harrison was injured that season, and you had Angel Reese and I shouldn't say two. Camilla did her thing. You had Angel Reese, you had Camilla Cardoso, and you had Kennedy Carter. And they let go Kennedy Carter. Look at what Kennedy Carter is doing with first of all, Las Vegas is scary hours.
Powerhouse.
You put Kennedy Carter on that team, that's scary hours. So now you're talking about that team has done what that team did. Atlanta added. Raven, it was an absolute steal for Indiana. The preseason power rankings that for WNBA have Indiana at 3. So now you have defensive intensity on a team that only had 3 players playing defense previously.
Mm-hmm.
So all of these teams have increased, and we have 3 34+ point guards.
Right.
So that's why I say this is going to be the most exciting team on IG. These clips are going to be shared. These tunnel fits are going to be tight. People are going to love this team. You have a lot of people who like the people on this team. You have Rakia, you have Cloud, you have Big Mama Welcome Down, and Skylar. People are going to want to watch this team. So it's like, are we trying to sell tickets? That's why I said they're trying to be the Bulls. What do the Bulls do consistently every year? And it's not win.
Top 3 in selling out.
Top 3 in attendance.
So what are we trying to do?
But that's what I'm saying. That mold is not something that we want our teams to emulate because it does not promote winning.
Exactly.
Well, profit. That's it.
Absolutely.
My thing is
Alan Morrison's going to get them girls to play hard, and they will play hard, but will it be a system that wins? Probably not.
I always wondered if you knew, because there's nothing that you can sit up there and tell me that they didn't know that they were going to try to trade Angel Reese before the draft.
They did.
So
I think he was forced, but
I don't think it was forced.
I don't think it was forced.
Have you heard? First of all, their new GM, Courtney Vandersloot,
who used to play. I'm saying I think it was forced because you knew she wasn't.
She's GM now. She was talking about sitting in meetings, and we paid Azare $1 million, so she better play. That's the words that came out of a player when Angel Reese was suspended for saying that we have an injured point guard and we are not winning. She was suspended for saying the absolute truth about this team. And then you have another player who comes in and she says whatever she wants because she's GM Sloot. Absolutely. It was.
That's why I said that feels forced. The Angel was going to be forced out no matter what she did. That's
absolutely. So they don't like her.
Yeah, but my question about it is that if you already knew that you were going to get rid of her, why didn't you draft some type of big girl to come in, a big woman to come in to help Camilla? Because we all know Camilla, she can't move her feet defensively. She is like you said, she can get 3 fouls just like that. So,
and she's gotten better.
To come in to assist her.
She's gotten better. She has gotten better, but she feeds off of the reason why she was so productive. If you look at Angel Reese, if you look at the games that Camilla played with and without Angel Reese, she is productive because people feed her. Her numbers did not change based on if Angel was there or if Angel wasn't there. Angel's numbers decreased because she was actively assisting Camilla. So her production went down, not rebounds, obviously, but her offensive production went down. So you're giving away 4 assists a game. You're giving away 12 rebounds a game. This team got out rebounded both preseason games because you're giving you traded 12 rebounds and we didn't replace her. So you're absolutely right. Like I just don't. I'm so confused as to what they understand. This is what Chicago Sky did. They traded their pick. They traded up to get HVL and then cut her.
Yeah.
And then the pick they traded was a pick swap with the Minnesota Lynx. And Minnesota Lynx went and got Olivia Miles.
But here's my question though. With that 5th pick, even though with the swaps and all that, why was Gabriela Jaquez the one that they chose? Was it, and I'm not saying funny because I'm saying marketing definitely came into play, but is it like, oh, hey, we drafted the sister of a guy that plays in the NBA. Other than that, I mean, if you need forward help, you drafted Jaquez from UCLA, and they have a 6'4" power forward that went top 10. So why wouldn't what is her name? Degalic or something like that? Gali.
Who are you thinking of?
She played
I
alongside.
don't know. Hell, there was so many of them that was pick shit.
I'm like, who? Like what? What
So
specific player are you talking about?
So UCLA had like 3 people drafted in the top 10, I believe.
They had, first of all, they had their entire team,
including bench.
their entire team was drafted.
So, but what I'm saying is, in the top 10, we picked Jaquez when we needed size. One of the girls from UCLA, I know she was a power.
Are you talking about Lauren Betts?
No, Betts went before. She played alongside of Betts. Her name is like
Betts,
Degali or something like that. I just remember because
so we had Lauren Betts, Jaquez, Kiki Rice, Degalig went 9, but we got
Degalig. She's 6'4". She's 6'4".
Yeah,
where Jaquez is 6'1" or 6 foot. I think she's a guard,
and she's a flash shooter. So this team needed shooting. That was evident. So I was not surprised by the pick. I was surprised, but I feel like this was the pick they wanted to take, regardless of if Angel was on this team or not.
Mm-hmm.
So they did not replace Angel. You're absolutely correct. They could have. But I believe that they think that this is going to be an outside shooting team that slashes and then passes into the paint. The issue is we don't have Will got injured 2 seasons in a row because she's an older player. Mm-hmm. So I don't think that you can rely on her because I'm going to assume I'm going to call her starting right now. You can't rely on her to start on this team consistently, even though she is a great player. So when you're looking at that, they're absolutely not investing in forwards. And I don't think that they wanted that smoke as far as Lauren Betts is concerned. Because if you remember, again, going back to Courtney Vandersloot's interview, she said they didn't like that there was a microscope on this team because Angel Reese was here.
Okay, but then
she literally said we didn't like that people were watching us play basketball with the intensity that we were watching. So are you going to draft a Lauren Betts who you know is going to bring a lot more of that intensity?
Yes, because they're they're polar opposites. One is the Bayou Barbie, the other is the girl next door. 2 totally opposite, polar opposites. The problem
they don't want the smoke though, bro. They don't want the smoke.
But that's the problem with Vandersloot being a player, knowing what Chicago means to the media and what Chicago brings, you would want to bring somebody with a little, if not social cachet, damn sure some game. Tim Duncan was boring as hell, but you know what? You tuned in every weekend to see him.
That's very true, but I just have a problem with you as a WNBA player. You are playing a sport where people watching makes you money. Why do we have a problem with people watching us and making us money? Who was going to Chicago Sky games other than myself and Seaway, my co-host, before Angel Reese was on this team? Who was going?
We went.
And how many people were there? How many people were there?
I mean, I get exactly what you're saying. Yeah.
After they won that championship in 2021, who was there?
Let me take you back. Stacey Dales used to give me tickets. That's how far when she was Stacey Dales shooting.
You was back there. 2020, 2021. Well, 2021, nobody there. But 2021, they won that championship. It was rocking. It was full. When CP left, nobody was here. Nobody was there. It was like 50 people. Yeah. So let's be for real. Let's be for real. It doesn't make any sense to me that you're saying I don't want people to watch us. I don't want that amount of eyes. I don't want that amount of scrutiny. Do you want to know who gets scrutiny? Asia Wilson. If you win the game, do you not get scrutiny?
It's good press.
Don't get scrutinized.
It's good press.
So if you want to win basketball games, are you not going to get scrutiny?
It's good press. Either way, it's good press. You think? Wow. Watch this. Watch this. Are we watching because of Skylar Diggins? It's a yes or no.
Fucking right.
So you get rid of the Bayou Barbie, and then you go get Barbie.
My thing is this. Who
are you gonna watch every game because of Skylar Diggins? You're gonna watch every single
I fucking might because I don't watch.
I probably watch more because she can play. I was a fan. I was a fan of Skylar back in the day.
But it's because she can ball though, right?
Yes.
Like she's a bucket.
Well, my thing is this: if you sit up there, you could have kept Angel Reese and still acquired Rickea Jackson.
If they would have did all this stuff and still had Angel Reese, we would be talking about them being top 5 contender right now.
So Vandersloot is the problem.
You want to know where they're ranked in the power rankings? 10. And there's two new franchises. That's terrible.
Come on, that's
just tell you, hey, for all these Chicago owners, y'all might want to sit up there and I don't know, maybe get some fans to try to beat Jim because they can't be no worse than what you guys got now. I mean, it just seems like
y'all gonna watch them because Rickea is fine. Y'all gonna watch them because Skylar is fine. Y'all gonna watch them.
Carrington is very, very beautiful. Like
men are going to watch this team. Men, I'll give y'all that. Now, this is has to be the only sport like for women, not even tennis, because people watch tennis. Obviously, people were watching tennis because Serena had a body like Serena had a body. But people watch tennis for Venus and Serena because they were dominating the sport for the most part. Women's basketball has to be one of the only sports that is female dominated where men watch it specifically because of how they look and not necessarily because of how they play. So will they get eyes on them? Absolutely. Absolutely. I don't know if people are going to buy tickets to see it. I think that the viewership will be there. I don't know if people will buy tickets to see it.
Well, they have to promote now because the new CBA that they got, they're gonna have to get.
They do have to promote.
They're gonna have to get some money.
Yeah,
very true.
Well, hey,
but these are 1-year rentals, though, girl.
Yeah,
True.
they are. Yeah, they are. With shit, hell, that's what happens. Goddamn it, 1-year rentals. I mean, best of luck to the Chicago Sky in the beginning of the season. Well, for this upcoming WNBA season, I'll be going to a few games because hell, I watch more WNBA than I do the fucking NBA. Anyway,
let's go to games and talk shit. I'm with it.
Yeah, fuck it, let's do it. Anyway, let's go ahead and move on to we can get some bear talk going on in here. Me and JB, we gave our thoughts on the draft. J and G. I like the way I put
JG.
Yeah. G, let's hear from you. What were your thoughts on the Chicago Bears draft? Do you think they did enough? Do you think the players that they picked, are they okay? They're going to be good? How many do you think are going to actually contribute and help the Bears win this season?
I think that the Bears, the draft, I mean, we had the 25th pick overall, right? And we've all, at least a lot of us, especially me, was defense. You know what I mean? Like I was expecting more of a defensive type of draft early in the rounds just because of the situation with the offense. We know what we got. We got Caleb. We ain't got to go through them. We got Rome. We got Ben at the play call. We got a good old line. Running backs, tight ends, whatever the case may be. So I'm thinking, we're going to go early and often. We're going to go defense. We're going to go whatever the case. Like I didn't care if it was safety, pass rush, DT, pass rush, safety. I really didn't care because we're going to fill up a hole. As long as we got those, I was good with that. So the fact that we got a safety that pretty much fell to us at 25 that I didn't see happening, I'm good with it. But there's a narrative going around here saying that, we couldn't get a defensive tackle or pass rush to fit our scheme. So that way nobody was good enough to go at 25. That kind of pissed me off. Now that right there, you could tell anybody I wasn't born last night, at night, but not last night. So I'm just at this point to where, yes, I like the draft. I like that we got a safety. I like that we got probably the best center. Iowa, that's all they produce is good old linemen over there in Iowa. That's pedigree over there in Iowa. So I'm cool with that. You want to get that center position solidified with Caleb Williams, because we got Dolman that retired. Bradbury looks like a rental. So I was cool with that. So then you move forward and you go get a tight end. You get a tight end. You know what I mean? The big citrus was right there. The big citrus, he was right there to take it. You didn't get him. And you come back and you get, what was the next one? A wide receiver that's running 4-2. Like, I'm cool with all of that, but the fact that we kind of didn't take care of what I thought we should take care of as far as defense in the earlier rounds was a little bit disappointing. The fact that we might have a steal and Jordan Vandenberg as a defensive tackle, I've been watching his film. I've been watching him. He can beat double teams in college. He beat a couple of triple teams. He's a very, very athletic. He's played baseball. He's played rugby. He's been a basketball player, wrestler. You know what I mean? He jumped out of a pool at 300-some pounds flat foot. So he's a freak athlete. But he still got drafted in the 6th round. So we at the point where we just got to trust Ben Johnson, man. We just got to trust Ben in the process. We got to trust Ben in the process. And the fact that we didn't get a big guy in the middle, and I don't know what the rumble is around Hollis Hall. I don't know. I could just speculate. And we took a safety, and we didn't get a guy for the scheme in the middle of the defense. Lets me know that it might be something else brewing as far as a relationship down at Hollis Hall. That's just my theory on it, man. But overall, I'm happy with it. I'm happy.
What's your grade?
Yeah,
I'm gonna give it an A, man, because I like the kid Keyshawn Elliott, 7 sacks for a linebacker, because we're getting to the point to where we're not traditionally looking at the defense the way we need to look at a defense as far as traditional pass rush, traditional this. Dennis Allen is going to be used in the secondary to have in blitz packages. So a guy that can come in, you get a guy that Keyshawn Elliott that had 7 sacks, that means something. You got Malik Muhammad, another corner. So the way they're going to be playing football without us having that premier position at tackle and edge rush, and we're still waiting on what's his name?
An A? Oh,
I give it an A. I like this. Because we're going 12-13 personnel. So you have to get another tight end to go with that. You have to, you know what I mean? So that's a good one, you know what I mean? But I don't like where he was picked. I think a lot of the stuff was reaches, but overall to what they're going and what they're trying to do, they plug a lot of holes. I just didn't like the fact that we reached on guys we could have got in the later rounds. Because I still think Xavier Thomas would have been there. I still think Sam Roush would have been there. Like, why are we going so high for things? In the middle of that defense, you still got to get some guys there. And we just keep on kicking the can down the road. We keep on kicking it. Now they're moving Shamar Turner to the defensive end, which he played in college. But
he played early in college.
But you could have got someone in the draft that we could have already knew that was probably better at playing edge rush.
Well,
so
this is my question. This is my question to you, G. Mm-hmm. Do you think it was anybody at 25 that you were willing to take over probably head and shoulders? I wouldn't say head and shoulders, but probably the best value pick right then and there. Was there anybody? Because all the other guys, you could have just been picking a defensive end just to pick a defensive end because that was a need, but you also needed a safety, which was also a need. Yeah. Which I would say was probably more of a need because, hell, at least you got defensive linemen on the goddamn roster. You don't even have another damn safety.
That's why you can't really complain about it, because if you got a good secondary back there, you do give the opportunity for the defensive lines to get to the quarterback, maybe another second and a half to get to the QB. So the secondary help does matter. It does help. But was there a person at 25 that I was head over heels for? And I was always saying, if we're going to talk about best player available, we're going to have to talk about that in context as far as in what position. So if they really felt like that position at 25 was not a good edge rush, which is hard to believe, and not a defensive tackle at 25, and you went down to safety, that's tough to sell to me.
Was the safety the best player available at 25 right then and there?
The one that we got was.
That's what I would say. I mean,
I didn't think he was going to be there.
Nobody thought he was going to be there.
We needed a safety. We needed a safety after Bayer being gone.
I think that the consensus is that first pick was solid. Like I haven't seen any complaints or grades less than an A or A plus with that pick at 25, because there's no, I don't think we could have predicted that there was going to be a run at edge. That run at edge was wild. It was like 7 straight picks. Like I was like, this draft is crazy. I'm watching. We were in the chat. I'm like, are there going to be any edge rushers left? Like that was a crazy run.
So let me bring a little perspective in, because I agree with you that the dude is a stud.
Yeah,
Inman is a stud. He was the second best safety, right? But here's my philosophy: we get the second best safety, we do address a position of need.
Yeah,
we don't get any other defensive positions of need, because I'm sorry, I don't think we need no more DBs. Not right now.
Right.
I also don't feel if you running a lot more 12 and 13 personnel, then why do you draft Xavier Thomas with the second round pick? Why do you draft? The third round pick. That you're kind of cutting your nose to spite your face. But I ask you all, because I said in the chat, would you rather have just had the second best safety and not addressed the defensive line, or would you rather had the fourth best pass rusher and the third best safety? I would like the fourth best pass rusher and the third best safety.
Yeah. Let me tell you why I disagree. Let me tell you why I disagree. And the only reason I disagree is, and again, I'm playing devil's advocate. It's more egregious when your safety gets cooked than when your defensive line doesn't get there, because people expect, there's no way that a defensive line is going to get there on every play. But if your safety gets cooked, think of how many times our safeties got cooked over the top. That is it. To the eye test, that's way more egregious. I'm like just y'all looking at each other and he running in the end zone. To me, if we're talking about a fandom, I want a good safety. We came of age in the 90s, 2000s Bears, where we had solid safety play in the back end, and that was a help because you knew that they were going to eventually get home. Do I agree? We definitely need some edge rushers. Yes.
Yeah.
But I also trust, this is just this year, I'm going to trust the coach's evaluation when he says it was coaching. That was his thing. He said it was coaching.
That's what I'm saying, JB. Like, you're not gonna do that, Ben. Come on, Ben. And Ben says
Grady Jarrett, how much coaching up can you do to a guy that's been in the league 10, 12 years? Like, come on, stop that. That's just BS that they spewing to us. That's all that is. The fact of the matter is,
do you have faith in Booker to be better this year?
I do have faith in Booker to be better in his third year. But what I'm saying to you is what we've seen from Booker, he's got one move and one speed. Left tackles and them, they can scheme that out. He gets schemed out the play real quick.
Well,
but you know what I did see? But you know what I did see?
No. Booker got an array of moves. There ain't just one move.
No, he doesn't. He's a speed rusher.
Bullshit.
He's listed as a speed rusher, not a power rusher.
Okay, so then I have another question for you.
Booker got more than just one move. Now,
I have another question. I know that we want edge rushing. And we know that the Bears wanted edge rushing too, because the Bears did try several times in free agency to pull some edge rushers. They just were not able to seal the deal. Do you agree, though, that the weakest spot on our line is the defensive tackles?
No.
Because what were they doing up the middle? Who did you have rushing up the middle?
Grady.
You said the weakest spot.
The weakest,
okay. Is it okay? Is up the middle? We're talking nose tackle. If we're looking at our nose tackle, and again, we come from an era where we had 3 straight cold ass nose tackles who are taking 2 blocks off the line. Who did we have coming up the middle who is taking blocks off the line so your edge could get home? Who do we have?
We don't run that scheme anymore. We run a tradition.
We don't run that scheme, but it's still important to have somebody up the middle who is actually going. You have people double teaming both your edge rushers because you don't have any pressure up the middle.
But so again, that goes on polls, because what you did was you gave us an aging and injured Grady Jarrett, hoping to catch lightning in a bottle. That's one. 2, I'm sure Fowl agrees with me. I say Javon Dexter playing the 3 technique actually had a solid season. But you're putting
he didn't have a solid season. Javon Dexter, for the people that don't like Javon Dexter.
I like Javon Dexter.
Go look at people's stats.
Isn't that why you drafted that white boy? Isn't that why you drafted the white boy in the 6th round, so that you can get more of that pressure up the middle and try to free up your edge?
He looked like an animal.
Javon Dexter had a good
I'm just saying what their thought process is. Do I agree? No.
Hey, watch this.
But this is their thought process.
I'm old enough to remember a guy by the name of Jerron Gilbert back then who could jump out the pool flat foot. People were like, oh,
Right.
How did that turn out?
You old enough to remember when Judas was running the
damn near
was running the fly regime.
I got all my
I
hair.
get
I just
that.
look like
I
I look good. That's okay.
But all I understand
So
your
that doesn't
references,
move
my
me.
brother.
I got
All I'm saying is, do you understand their thought process? You cannot agree with it.
I don't understand their thought process because what they keep doing is giving us a younger or different version of the guy you already have. Like Gallimore is supposed to be like, oh, we're going to get pressure with Gallimore. Oh, we're going to get pressure with Dio Adembo. Then we watch when Dio actually plays. He plays better at a one technique instead of an edge rush, and we didn't bring you in here to do that. And then you get hurt. Like we got to stop doing that.
I mean, the thing is this.
Damn, yeah, that's a guy right there, Toussaint, man. If we had a Cortez Kennedy, Jack, man.
Cortez Kennedys don't grow on trees.
It's
not just like you can just pick a guy, bam, let me get that.
JB, if this defense plays better up front, if this defense plays better up front, will you admit that they were right?
If they play, yes, I would be more than willing to. I actually want to be wrong, but I've seen this movie over and over and over again. I've seen Michael Myers in the 70s. I've seen Michael Myers in the 80s. I've seen Rob Zombie reboot Michael Myers. I've seen LL Cool J in Halloween. I've seen this shit over and over and over again. You know what I haven't seen? I ain't seen Ted Traylor and Ted Washington. You know what I ain't seen? I ain't seen Akeem Hicks and I ain't seen Khalil Mack. Replicate the shit that actually was good. I haven't seen Julius Peppers. Haven't seen that.
You talking about freaks of nature now.
But I'm also talking about regimes that went after that person or had those cultivated skills.
Did the Bears not try to go after that person?
I don't think they did for real. No, I don't.
I mean, didn't the Bears pull out of the Max Crosby trade? Didn't they try to get old boy who signed with the Bengals? They tried, but they didn't. I mean, maybe it was money. Maybe it's culture change. The culture still hasn't changed enough where players are willing to take a chance on the Bears. I don't know, but I know that we saw all.
So that speaks to your social aspect, then, Jay. If you're saying are players not willing to take the risk of playing with the Bears,
it's a brand new scheme. This is only one. This is only one season in.
But check it out.
You know what? I don't even think.
Names. Hold on, Fal. Let me tell you two names who are older, but were very productive last year. Cameron Jordan played every single game last year. Had 10 and a half sacks and all this.
You're talking about freaks of nature. Somebody brought up Cam Jordan before, and when I was talking about Dennis Allen's defense has always been safety and linebacker heavy. Cam Jordan is a freak of nature. Cam Jordan is a freak of nature. We cannot keep mentioning freaks of nature as if everybody has that level of production.
But Dennis Allen he's been a part of guys that were freaks of nature through his career.
Thank you. Like
he
didn't draft that this year. So my draft grade.
That's why I was saying if his pedigree was the guys we naming, Khalil Mack, Trey Hendrickson, even Max Crosby, he's been involved in those. So the fact that you come down to 25, at 25 with his pedigree, who he's helped groom, and you get a safety, it's some other shit. It's just some other shit.
I honestly feel what y'all are saying, but I feel what y'all are saying because Poles did work miracles last season. The way he cobbled everything together when the whole team needed to be rebooted, like literally the whole team, I'm gonna always give him props for that. That was a good team for what he could do in one season. And I also understand because we are Chicago Bears fans and we are defensive minded and defense is very important to us. It is very difficult, I think, as Bears fans for us to be offensive focused because we've never had the benefit of being offensive. We've never been offensive first. I cannot think of any team that I have ever really rooted for where because Jim Miller wasn't it. Jay Cutler was the most.
I'll tell you the team. I'll tell you the team right now.
Ooh.
It started with Mark Trestman when the offense was top 10 and the defense was bottom 20.
Box of concepts was not offensive first. It wasn't good.
That was offensive first.
But when it wasn't good.
Hold on. When Matt Nagy came in, it was supposed to be the evolution of the Bears going into the offensive realm. Mm-hmm. I've watched
But they didn't draft for that, though. They didn't draft for Nagy. Remember the second draft after
you
Nagy
drafted
came
Mitch
in, they drafted
Trubisky, so you
defense.
automatically lose. That's one.
They drafted defense. They never sunk their team. They hired Nagy, and he was supposed to be this big offensive mind, and they did not draft him an offensive team. They went right back into defense. Did they not?
No, they drafted Mitch Trubisky.
One guy. Who else? Pull up that draft. Who else did they draft that draft?
What was it? 2000 what?
Listen to me. After
no. We're talking about the whole draft.
It doesn't matter because you got the quarterback wrong.
First of all, that was a terrible draft pick. We're not talking about that because what did Pat Mahomes do the first time he scored here? He counted to 10 on his fingers. Terrible draft choice.
The thing is this.
The rest of that draft was defense. So this is the first year that I'm gonna finish this point. I'm gonna step out. This is the first year that we have focused on offense in totality. And that is, I think that's very different last year and this year, but we're drafting for coach. So what I'm saying is I think that it's very difficult for us as Bears fans to stomach the fact that offense is more important to this iteration of the Bears than defense.
Can I give you the draft picks that we drafted in that missed draft?
Yeah.
So with the first pick, you got Mitch Trubisky.
Uh-huh.
Second pick was Adam Shaheen. Third pick was Tariq Cohen. Fourth pick was Eddie Jackson. Fifth pick was Callie Fitz. So your first 1, 2, 3 picks were offense.
Okay, I stand corrected.
Just for context.
Yeah,
I stand corrected. That's why I said pull it up. I stand corrected.
Even with Matt Nagy, when you sit up there and you look at that Matt Nagy team, where you talking about the
Thank you, Toussaint. I like being top 10 in almost every offensive category too.
That offense sit up there, they had Mitchell Trubisky as their quarterback. You had Tariq Cohen. Tariq Cohen was a guy. They went out and got a Trey Burton to be the tight end. They went out and got Allen Robinson. They had a Darnell Moore. These are all guys. And then they got what's his name? Anthony Miller. So the thing was, how many more offensive guys did you want them to sit up there and get when they already basically had that place? Because Anthony Miller was
I guess maybe I erased it from my memory because all of those players ended up sucking. So maybe I put that on me. That was on me. I'm so sorry.
Hold on.
I'm so sorry.
We're not talking about they suck because we know. So we're not getting on you for that. We're not getting on you at all. Remember, I'm still scarred. Velvet Jones. That did happen a couple of years ago. I'm still scoring about that. So we're not gonna sit up here and just give the
I just don't think that we're comfortable as a franchise, as fans of this franchise, with it being offensive first for all the time. I don't think that's true. I think people are ready for the offense to be monsters of the midway. Our culture is defense, and it's very difficult.
The labeling,
but we're ready. The new era. So you got the new era of the younger. They ready for points. But the best thing you want is a complimentary football team.
So let me tell you this.
Go ahead, JB.
Let me tell you this. Do we not live in the world where the Chiefs had a top 10 offense and a top 10 defense?
Yeah.
Do we not live in the world where the Rams had a top 10 offense and a top 10 defense?
I looked it up, and you can't. And nobody who has won a Super Bowl in the last 10 years, I believe, has had a defense outside the top 10. So I feel you.
So defense still wins championships. We just seen it with Seattle,
right?
Yeah.
The number 2 overall jab, right? Sam Darnold kick to the wayside. Him and JSN go and do their thing, and now they got offense and defense. Why can't we have both?
I feel you.
Well, I'll put it to you like this. We can sit up there and have whatever players we want. First and foremost is health. I don't give a fuck who we draft, who we sign.
We need a new training staff. That's what we need to get.
Our ass ain't going no damn well. We're going to be at the fucking bottom. So health is first and foremost. Because that's one thing that we saw last year on the defense.
It's hard to get out. It's hard to get out from under injury.
Do y'all realize that last year we went into a game with our top 4 fucking linebackers out and our top 4 fucking secondary players out?
Yes.
Where the fuck do they do that at?
It's
that's
the
not
NFL.
even
What are we
including-
talking about? Did
That's not even
Patrick
including
Mahomes
losing
not
some of
tear an
your
ACL?
defensive
Don't act like injuries aren't normal.
It
No.
just hit us
Injuries
hard.
are normal.
It hit us hard. It hit us hard.
When you go on and
It
sit up there, when
did,
you
but
lost your
that's
top
kind
four,
of-
listen
What up,
to what I'm
bro?
saying. Top
What up,
four
bro?
linebackers, your top four defense, all this in the game, not throughout the fucking season. We talking about in the game where they signed me, they signed JB, they signed you, and they signed G. All
Right.
our asses out there playing.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't look bad,
fucking
but that's
NFL
another
game.
story.
And had
But
like
you
a
know, the silver lining is because I guess since we can't have elite pass rushers, I guess because we can't have defensive tackles. What I do see coming from the DNA of this team is the next man up mentality. Period. Now,
I do like that because depth
They
is very
played.
important.
They played
That's what I'm
well
saying. Like
without their linebackers.
it is a way
They
to win.
won
Like,
games.
you can get a
They
bunch
did.
of guys
They did.
together and complete one goal. I don't need a big name, but
I need a player.
I just need a player. But to Ben's
99.
point,
I don't
we
care
gonna
about
coach
the
them
name.
up. We gonna coach them up, and if you can coach the guys up and all that good stuff, I'm with it. But
I need continuity.
yeah,
Yeah,
continuity.
no,
Like
you're
I don't
right.
want to get on the AK.
But to your
I will
point,
tell you
Val,
this though, y'all. It felt so good to be able to win shootouts. That felt good.
but you know that's not sustainable, Jay.
It
You
might
know that.
not be sustainable, but damn it, I want to beat the Bengals because we just can't. Everybody scoring touchdowns. I like that. It felt good because in previous years, if we would get down by a score or two, your mentality is this game is over.
Right.
And I like having the thought process that we're never out of a game. That last season was good because of that. And I understand how that's kind of addicting. And I agree with you, it's not sustainable because the amount of turnovers they got isn't sustainable. That's just
But you got to get credit to the defense as well.
There's no way that you can keep doing that.
It's going to be very hard to replicate that.
Yes, it's very much so.
Hold on. We all talking over each other. Go ahead.
No, that's good. We heard.
No, I was saying that you have to give the credit to the defense, as bad as it was, as in coverage. Caleb Williams doesn't get those 7 comeback wins without the defense giving him the opportunity to get the ball back. So in the middle of this defense being what we want it to be, we have to look at it for what it is and look at it, what can we improve on, because the things that we used to seeing from the old era, the monsters of the midway, that's not that no more. But in the middle, there's still something there, and we have to just believe that I guess we can win a certain way, and I think that we're going to have to just kind of keep watching because it's not ideal. We're not going to get 7 comeback wins every year, but we do have a quarterback that you can bring every single week that could get you a win when the defense gives him the opportunity to get the ball back. You can still do that. But as far as just us just being this dominant pass rush team and Richard Dent and all them guys, I don't think that's it, man. For some reason, they keep missing on the bringing those type of people in here. They just keep missing. So me as a fan, I'm like, is this what you guys want to build? Or what are you really doing? Like, I just don't understand. Go ahead.
Let me ask you guys this.
Mm-hmm.
Are the Chicago Bears right now better than what they were last year with the team currently right now that they have? Are they better than the team that they had last year? Do you think they will be better?
I think so. As a whole, absolutely. As a whole, absolutely. As a whole, absolutely.
I think their depth is better.
Mm-hmm.
I think their depth is better. But I also think it's impossible.
Hold on, Jay. Before you go, tell me, because I want you to piggyback off of what he says. I want you to give me the reason, because you say you think so, and JB says he thinks not. So JB, tell me why you think they are not better, and then Jay, you come in and tell me why you think they are.
Because I believe we lost 7 on both sides of the ball, 7 total starters out of the 22. Mm-hmm. Of those 7 starters, we lost 13 interceptions. Just from the secondary, that's not including give me a number. I'm not 5 to 6, maybe even 7 that Tremaine Edmonds gave us. So a lot of the stuff that we got last year that made us here, like we got the 29th ranked defense, but we're first in takeaways. A lot of that cachet has now been moved off. Now we're asking a rookie to come in and play a certain way. He has to get acclimated. We have to give him time. Mm-hmm. We still didn't address the pass rush, of which we didn't have one anyway. So now we're looking at retreads and stuff to do that. I don't think we're better, because now what you're saying is we need to improve on an 11-6 record, or do we need to improve on a 29th ranked defense?
Okay. Jay?
Well said, JB.
What you got to say, Jay?
I feel what he's saying, but I believe that our depth got better, specifically on offense. Obviously, that's what they drafted for. But I think that the defensive depth at linebacker, we still. I'm unsure about safety. I'm unsure about safety. Obviously, we're unsure about the line, but I think that we got better at linebacker. And a lot of our interceptions were defensive positioning. They were wide open throws to the middle of the field where you had a defensive player who was there. It was not because the defensive player was necessarily very good, because one of them, the pick that Shador threw was literally, he got cooked and it was an underthrown ball. So we're talking about defensive positioning. So do I think that Dennis Allen could put the defense in places where they will be able to succeed? Yes. Do I think that there's going to be a lot of rookies that we're playing, a lot of second, third year quarterbacks who are prone to making mistakes? Sure. Do I know if we're going to be able to deep the Staffords or the Loves, or Jordan Love gonna throw you a couple of picks anyway. So
that's what he does.
that's all. That's what that man does. So
I love it.
I think that we're downplaying the quality of the coaching a little bit. We're downplaying a little bit the quality of the coaching, because, as we said, that secondary was not great last season. They were just put in positions to be great. So if that's what your coaching is, and you've gotten players that are at least along the same lines of that, then you got to trust that coaching a little bit. So I think that they drafted for depth. They 100%, like the tight end. I was confused, and I was like, oh yeah, we do not have a tight end, a TE3. That makes sense when I'm thinking about it in the constraints of what we've done in the last season and what was missing, right? And then you also need more blocking help when you're talking about running out of the backfield the way they were running out of the backfield. And they did a lot of end arounds. So you draft a wide receiver who runs a crazy what is he, a 4-2, 4-3? So now we're talking about end arounds. We're probably talking about some crazy trick plays. That's his bag. So I think that this team got better. Now, it's yet to be seen. Ain't no games been played. We don't know what's going on. And I think that we're also wary, because if we remember, Nagy had an 11-win season, and then the next season
12-4 to be exact, and they went, and that's what's looming right now.
11 plus. But and then the next year they suck. So I think we are a little bit wary. But the difference is that Nagy wasn't calling his own games when he was hired. He was a coordinator under a coach who was calling the offensive play scheme. So Ben under Andy Reid, Ben was calling his offense. That offense never got figured out for real on the Lions. Then he came over here. So I think that we need to have a little bit more faith in what we've seen, not only last year, but in the years when Ben was with the Lions, and the difference that made, because that offense was not the same without him. So I that's why I think that we have gotten better, because depth is extremely important. And you just mentioned we play a whole game when we ain't had no linebackers. Tell
me what you got, G.
I'm just thinking, man, everybody's making great points, man. And I agree with everything. I think we got better, but then you got to think about the position that we drafted as far as a safety, and with Malik Muhammad. I'm going to ask JB and ask y'all this: did we get better at chasing St. Brown and Jameson? Those guys we have to really ask ourselves, did you draft, if you didn't draft the pass rush, did you draft the guys that you could just chase and cover? Because interceptions is cute, but I want to get off the field on third down. I mean, it's not a guarantee all the time you get an interception, we're going to return the ball back and get a touchdown. I'd rather 80%, 85%, and 90% of the time, we chasing guys and getting guys in coverage more than anything. So I'm asking y'all, did we get those guys that could chase the team that we haven't beat since 2023 up there in Detroit with Jameson and St. Brown and guys up there? Did we get it?
So let me be the first to answer that. Because you're right. Because the defensive players that we had last year with the 33 takeaways, that was more opportunity They were more opportunistic than they were good. Now, me and you was on the phone like, man, if they throw this ball one more time, then they shine right. God damn, like, come on. And he did his thing, right? Cool. But then to Jay's point, we talking about the Detroit Lions defense. I mean, offense wasn't the same without Ben Johnson, but Jared Goff had 4,500 yards and 34 touchdowns and 8 picks. Like the drop off, I don't see the
50 burger on us with onions and tomatoes and cheese.
Right. So I don't see the drop off.
And shit.
I don't see the drop off.
Against us, maybe, but we're talking about their total production against good teams. So I understand. First of all, there's always going to be a team, a matchup
against good teams. Aren't we a good team?
What? Yeah. We are a good team. Hold on. There's always going to be a matchup, no matter what your record is, that they got your ass. That's look at now. Given
we just saw it, Orlando and Detroit. We just saw it.
It don't matter what. It doesn't matter what the matchup is. It's the same thing when Cubs and Sox play. One team can absolutely suck. But those games are generally going to be good just because they're playing each other. So I don't want us to gauge. I 100% want to beat the Lions because this shit, when he threw our Kobe Selly away, that pissed me off. Him doing a little DT, that pissed me off. I want to beat the Lions bad. I almost want to beat the Lions. I understand fuck Green Bay all the time, but the Lions in Green Bay right here for me. So I feel you on wanting to beat. I feel you on wanting to beat.
Did we get the guy? Because you got a guy that Dillman ran the 4-3. So can he chase? Dillman can run the 4-3. You got the best coverage linebacker in Devin Bush. You look at this stuff. Then you look up the safety we got from Seattle. Can he chase? Can Malik Muhammad? Can all these guys chase guys and keep guys and contain guys?
TG, you think like I think because you put them in a position to be chasers and not defenders.
Right.
Because without that pressure, I don't care who you are. 5, 6, 7, 8 seconds. That's a long time to be covering.
But I'll put it to you like this. I'm just going to my take. I think this team is faster than it was last year. I think this team will be better than it was last year. And the reason why I say that is because, one, you got year 2 of Ben Johnson's offense. You've gone and picked up guys that's going to sit up there. You got the 4-2-8 guy. You got
4-3 guy.
You got the
Khalif
kid
Raymond
from Detroit. You know, Luther coming on. You got hopefully Ron learns how to catch the ball with his hands instead of his goddamn body. You got Colston Loveland. You know what I'm saying? Go blue. You still got the Notre Dame guy and Cole Kmet. You know, the offensive line, they're just going to gel together even more. You know, more continuity. Year 2, Caleb Williams. Enough sit up there and say if he gets his stuff together, he looks like he's very dedicated into getting better. So that's one reason why I think they're going to get better. 2, on the defensive side, you got more speed.
Yes.
You know, you got to remember, Thielemann, the guy that they just got, he's sort of a guy that he can cover. He can hit. He's got great instincts.
And he got a 41-inch run.
He can cover, he can hit, and he got good instincts. Then you got Devin Bush, who had 3 interceptions last year at the linebacker position, took 2 of them some bitches back for touchdowns. Then also, you got to remember.
Cooking foul, get him.
Let's just cross our fingers and hope he stays healthy. You got another guy that can cover, that can hit, that got good instincts. You know, you got Jalen Johnson that I believe Jalen Johnson will be better than he was last year. I mean, come on, people, let's give it up for him. The man was supposed to be done for the season. He still came back and played. You got a young Austin Booker that we think who's going to put on more pounds of muscle, who we all believe that can sit up there and take another step. You got Montez. Montez is going to be who Montez is. If you can get a little bit from Grady Jarrett, you got a couple DTs that you gone and took this year, free agents. They're not names. They're not names, but they're guys that hopefully that can fill in. And then you got Shamar Turner, who I believe was better as an edge at Texas A&M than he was at a DT. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, somebody said it in the chat. He played DT his last year at Texas A&M. The 2 previous seasons, he was at defensive end. So I'm looking forward to this team being faster, being better tacklers,
and being better as far as instinctively. And I believe that Dennis Allen, who showed that he is one of the better defensive coordinators in football, when he does have a team that fits his system, players that he likes, will be much better this year.
And that's all I just want to say. I got some chicken
shout out to the chat. Y'all lit tonight.
I got some chicken wings in the fridge because you still are cooking over there, Foul. I agree with exactly what you're talking about. You was cooking right there. And I don't want us to lose the momentum of joy that we built last season as fans because we're disappointed in the draft. Because there's been a lot of times where I was excited about the draft and that shit was absolutely not what I wanted it to be. So I'd rather be a little bit confused now and excited later than excited now and super confused later. So I think that I'm coming from a very optimistic point because this was not what I predicted for last year at all. Now I was sold on Caleb. I was sold on Caleb because I saw him at USC and everybody was mad at him because he cried because he lost the game. And all of a sudden he was written off. I saw that man win with nothing. I saw him running for his life as we all did his rookie season. And I saw that growth between year 1 and year 2. And I've seen him. We've all seen those videos of him and his offensive core working out together, passing, being together for the last, 6 weeks, working on their craft. I have faith in this offense, and I'm hoping, because I have seen the defensive work, that all of these posts, all of the socials and medias, and all this, the defense has been putting in work. So the only thing that we can do is hope that our coach knows what he's doing and has properly evaluated this team and has seen the deficiencies and can improve where he sees improvement. And you also hope that you have a coach that's willing to take responsibility for not doing enough if it doesn't work out. And I think we have that coach because he's taken responsibilities when he made some missteps. So that's kind of all you can do.
Look at
if let's say JB is absolutely right, and this is not the defensive line that we want, and then they go super defensive heavy next, because even if this isn't the defense that we want, Poles is not going anywhere. Ben Johnson isn't going anywhere at the end of the season. If they decide that they want to invest heavy in the defense next season, and then that is what pushes us over the playoff mountain, then so be it. But we also got to realize that our coach is learning too.
Yeah, definitely.
We always said that.
Let me ask you guys this. Next season, what do you guys think of? Well, I shouldn't say next season, this season. The schedule. I know it's a mother. The one thing that I hear people talk about, oh, they got what? Well, I think we got the second, third hardest schedule.
Right now, it's the second hardest.
That's what they say.
It don't matter because we had the hardest schedule. Yeah. We had the hardest schedule at the beginning of the season last year, and then people were like, "You had a cupcake schedule." So
we don't subscribe to that, right?
Yeah. I know a lot of people are saying that, due to the schedule, but this was the thing. This is the difference between last year and this year. Last year, many people didn't expect the Bears to be good. This year, people expect the Bears to be good. So, yes, our schedule got harder, but guess what? Our team got better. Mm-hmm. Our team is better. Mm-hmm. So, I'm looking forward to, is there a game on the schedule right now that you're looking
Seattle
forward to the most is going to let you know what type of team this
Detroit, the Lions.
Detroit.
You said Seattle. You said Detroit.
Detroit.
Yeah, you said Detroit too.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a fan. That Seattle got a. Y'all been paying attention to that media over there?
Nah, what they've been saying.
They got rid of their starting running back. They have a lot of questions about their quarterback because he didn't necessarily.
Guess where he just went to?
Wait, what happened? Hold on, Jay. Before you get in your thought, hey, we got a clip by our boy Bearski. He's gonna go ahead. Crook is gonna roll this clip that he made. So go ahead.
Accurate, consistently accurate thrower of the football in this league.
It's just plays that change games, and Caleb is not making any of those plays to change any of those games. I am with the Keeb on this one. Okay. So Caleb or Ben, I'm definitely putting the blame on Caleb.
There's something wrong with this quarterback, with this young quarterback. It's not translating.
Now or 10 years from now, there's always going to be progress to be had. There's always going to be a spot that I can be better at. I take pride in, trying to retain it all, every single detail that we have. And I think that's where, I've been growing so far since Ben's been here is retaining all the information. All of it makes sense to me and, being able to go out there and execute.
The issue with Caleb right now is that he struggles with Algebra 1 and wants to play calculus all the time.
It doesn't matter how, the deficit we're at. It doesn't matter how much we're up. It doesn't matter what happened throughout the game that, we can come through as a team. And that's what we did today. But we would like to start figuring out as a team, putting up points, stopping them, putting up points, stopping them, putting up points, stopping them. And, getting to the point where we're just kind of marching down the field, defense is stopping them. We're putting up a lot of points and winning these games a little bit earlier than we are these past couple games.
How many times a day with Caleb, guys in the flat, even on completions, they have to stop and catch a ball? There's no rhythm to his game. I think Caleb isn't remotely a good player. Physically, he's got a lot of gifts. But in terms of playing the quarterback position, I think he's borderline not even average. That's a problem.
We know who we are. We know we're real. We know that, some of the issues we had today were just may have been a drop here, may have been a drop there in certain moments, and it's those are frustrating moments. But it's something that those moments happen, and so you don't waver, you don't lose the confidence. You stay right where you are. You understand that those moments are going to happen. You keep trying to lead your guys, and then from there, when it hits, you just keep harping on that. Here we go. We had a few drops towards the end, and you don't put those guys down. You don't go over and curse them out or anything like that. You encourage them that it's time to make a play, and I need y'all. I need y'all right here, right now. It's time to go in the game.
Great job, Bear. Good job, Paul. Good job, Paul. Good job, Paul.
At the end of the day.
Hey man, I ain't gonna be front. That shit got me ready. Hey, let's fucking play tomorrow.
Right. Let's bring.
I have a question for y'all. You asked about the schedule. I want to know, other than let's say Seattle and the Eagles, what defense that we're playing next year are you? I don't want to say afraid of, but what defense do you think is going to be the toughest, other than the Eagles, which may be questionable?
Hey, Crook, put up the schedule. Not the
Carolina
schedule.
And the Giants. The Giants defense is going to be some serious too.
Woo! Harbaugh?
Yeah. The Giants.
I don't know if it's going to be that good next year. Maybe the year after.
Them Harbaughs, though.
Them young boys ready.
You them hard balls, huh? That's what you're saying. Them hard balls.
I did not.
But here's the thing, and
that's the way it sounds.
I'm the guy now that when the kids is walking down the street and I tell them to get off my grass, that's me. And I've seen this movie, like I just told y'all before, Nagy 12-4 next season, blah 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 blah. Mm-hmm. You're going to have to show me before, because now there's more tape on Caleb Williams. So now where's the evolution? I remember, and I'm a Patrick Mahomes fan. I remember when he had his first start, 5,000 yards, 50 touchdowns, lost in the AFC Championship game on a bullshit call where Chris Jones was over the line, right? Now, although he's won Super Bowls, he's never replicated that, right? Because once the tape goes up, you have to evolve, right? You have to get better in your craft. I'm not saying that Caleb won't get better in his craft, but I need to see what the evolution is. But then you took one of his, I'll say his security blankets, because I won't say, for the sake of this conversation, I won't say his best player. But how does Caleb look now knowing that, damn, DJ ain't there to bail me out? And we know Rome is 50-50 at best with the hands. The dynamic changes, y'all. That's why I want to pump my brakes. I really, 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 really hope that we can get that running game going a little bit more with Monangai. I would like to see that. But, we want points. We want 4,500 yards and 30 touchdowns. I want it too. But more than anything, I want to win.
I feel what you're saying, JB. But the thing is this is his third year. They had film on him last year. I'm just thinking.
No. They didn't have Ben Johnson film on him last year.
They still have film on him. Shit. He was
Ben
still doing the shit that he was doing his rookie year. It's just that he had a better team.
He said
you can't.
He said scheming for Caleb is easy because he makes a play that I have designed look great even when it's not supposed to work. So we can't. I understand what you're saying, but Caleb has, and I know what you're saying too about him not being able to replicate, but he replicates success. And I don't need him to replicate specific plays, but I do need him when it's crunch time to be Caleb. And I think that's hard to regulate out. That's like saying, they had, not saying that he is, but we know who that number 4 in Green Bay was Caleb's guy. You knew what Aaron Rodgers was going to do too. But did that mean that you could stop it?
That's a good point. And
at certain points, no.
But
at certain points, yes, because we just watched Patrick Mahomes last year lose all them one-score games that he just won the year prior. You have to bring that into the realm of possibility.
He tore his ACL in the first place because he was playing with an injury. So I don't know if that's necessarily a thing because, again, look at the greats. We knew Ben Roethlisberger's big slow ass. We knew exactly what he was going to do, and he was still out there doing it.
I think the evolution of Caleb Williams is going to come down to take what the defense gives you.
That's what I want to hear.
And I've been saying this for the longest time. He got the arm that very few quarterbacks I've ever seen have. He can get you to the 20 or 30 in 2 throws, bro. He can get you to the 20 or 30 in 2 throws. He's that special with his arm. But overall, he's going to have to start taking what the defense gives him. So I want to see him run the ball a little bit more. Like if it's grass in front of you, bro.
Oh my God! Thank you for saying it, because if you didn't say it, I was about to say it.
Just take it.
Please run that motherfucker.
Just run it, bro. We know that you want to get known as a running quarterback, bro. But if you want every single blade of glass you can get to keep the chains moving. All Caleb needs to get in his mind is to keep the chains moving. It don't matter if it's a check down or if I'm running for 4 yards to get it, or if it's a piss missile he's throwing. In order for him to get to the elite level of what we want him to be, he's going to have to take every single blade of grass and every opportunity, whether it's a short throw or a quick run that he got to do, because that's going to limit him, and you're going to put up more film if you're not doing that. So once the team starts to see you not do that as much as you're supposed to, then you're limiting yourself. So once he finds out he's unlimited in the small things, that's when he's going to be evolved. When the small things and all that get to him, he's going to be unstoppable.
You don't think Caleb takes it when he needs to?
I haven't seen it enough. I don't think he's
not all the time. No.
What do you mean by
when
take?
He needs it though. When it's balls to the wall. When he needs it in the fourth quarter. When he has to get that shit, he gets it. And Caleb is not a huge dude. So I understand what you're saying about every blade of grass, but he's also not a huge dude. So I don't want him taking unnecessary shots to get 2 yards in the first quarter. I'm sorry. Maybe that's just me.
And he has a great acceleration for a quarterback, and people underestimate his speed as far as his acceleration run. If you watch him,
he's got speed.
And hold on real quick. And I have one of his old coaches that's in my network. He had Caleb playing running back as a kid, bro. So when we see Caleb, that acceleration just moving, he was like, I had him at running back for a season too. So he has a lot of athletic ability, man. Just to get past that first linebacker and that defensive line, get your ass out of bounds. We ain't asking you to be Fields. We ain't asking you to do none of that. Go just get the yards, bro. Get down, you slide well, get out of bounds, bro, because teams are going to start.
I agree with you, G. I just need him. How many times we talk about this on the phone? I don't want to see roll out to the right, roam.
Yeah, and it's grass there. Yeah,
I don't want to see that. Go ahead, get the 5 to 7 yards, get out of bounds, keep the play moving. I want to see that. I also, and to no knock of his own, because a lot of the reasons, and I'm saying this, He missed a lot of throws, but his completion percentage is under 60 because they dropped a lot of passes too. You got to give him some grace.
He dropped, him, and he threw it away.
Roll, Zacchaeus. Hell, Monungai was, remember early on, Monungai couldn't catch y'all. Let's keep it a buck. Let's keep it a beat.
He improved.
Monungai wasn't catching that ball early on.
He improved.
He over time, yes.
I mean, there was no pass. Nobody he had other than Colson Loveland, because I think Colson Loveland had a crazy run where he didn't drop any passes through like the first 10 games or something crazy like that. So
I thought he dropped his first pass, didn't he?
Like one, he barely right. It was, I don't remember how many games it was, but his catch percentage, if it's in his hands, he was extremely reliable. He was the most reliable target that he had. There was no other target other than Komet. Komet just didn't get a lot of targets, but Komet is really
I thought DJ was up. If I remember what I saw, DJ was up. DJ was his second most reliable percentage-wise catches. Rome was fifth in the league in drop.
DJ, and I know we argued over this, but DJ used to just not be where Caleb thought he was supposed to be. So I don't know if that was a miscommunication or if it was him not running a route or him giving up on a route or whatever it was. There was a lot of overthrows that went his way.
It was an issue.
Yeah, there was a lot of now that's not a drop, but to me, miscommunication on that level where I'm constantly overthrowing you because I think you're supposed to be somewhere else, that might as well be a drop because that's wasted.
Well, earlier, Jay, you were talking about that Caleb's not a big dude. He's not a big dude, but Caleb has a big lower body.
He's stocky.
He's stocky. He's not a big dude, but I tell you,
but it's football, bro.
I've seen him before. He's not little at all. I've seen him. He's not little.
How many big hits have you seen Caleb Williams take?
None.
One.
Yeah, one, and it wasn't even called. That one that was borderline on the sideline. They were like, he had a toe in. And he got rocked.
So that's what I'm sitting up there saying. He's the type of guy. Caleb Williams is the type of scrambler like.
Oh, Sproles, come on.
Sproles sitting up there saying he's not Justin Fields.
We
don't want him to be Justin Fields.
He might be quicker out of the gun than Justin Fields.
Caleb has this innate ability.
Justin Fields should have been a tight end to begin with. That would have been a whole different conversation.
No. Caleb Williams has an ability that I've rarely seen on. This man can literally get out of sacks. He is one of the hardest fucking quarterbacks that I ever seen defensive linemen have a problem with trying to sack him. Like it's like he's in a matrix.
Yeah,
like
he's slippery. He's quick.
He reminds me not that this guy is at all athletic, but it reminds me of Eli during those two Super Bowl runs, where even though there was no athleticism in that man's body at all, you could not get him down.
But I need to see Caleb, like JB said, I need to see Caleb instead of sitting back or running sideways a little bit,
his back foot
to get open. Take the fucking field. It's
right
open
there.
to
you beat he beating that right.
Guess what it does? And
you know what, Phil? I know you hoop like it's like
now you don't have to throw away the ball. Now you don't have to put the ball in the danger.
It's like when the hooper
is going to go up because you're not wasting the throw.
You're not wasting the throw. It's like when the hooper
hits
the first jump shots,
and you're not hunting the big play every time.
You kind of start.
You're saying you need him to put a little bit more Aaron Rodgers in his game, is what you're saying. Aaron Rodgers is one of the greatest. Is one of the greatest active quarterbacks. Is he still active? I don't know. Has he retired yet? I don't know.
Nobody give a fuck about.
It don't matter. But you cannot say he was not that guy of getting out of pressure and scrambling out in order to throw down the field. Was Aaron Rodgers not that guy?
He was that guy. But the thing about it, Aaron Rodgers couldn't run like Caleb Williams won. He didn't have to
saying. I'm recalling things that Caleb has said that he has wanted to emulate. He said that is something of Aaron Rodgers' game that he appreciates and he wants to emulate. So what I'm saying is you guys are all saying that you also want him to emulate that. You want him to be able to get out of the jam, and be able to make those short completions that turn into long completions.
He has to realize when he can freeze the defense. He has the ability with his arm. Now he's gonna run. It's like I say, JB, you probably hooped, Inspired. We all probably hoop. When you're trying to guard a guy that can shoot and he hit a couple in your face or whatever you're doing, You're going to back off them a little bit. So that front four, when they see they get beat that one time, you hit and got to 12, 8, 9 yards, he's going to freeze the defense. Somebody got to tell him, bro, you freezing these people anyway because they scared of your feet once you already back there. So just take off, get you that first one, and you're going to have a couple more the rest of the game.
The thing that I wish that he emulates more from Aaron Rodgers is able to draw the defense off sides and throw that goddamn ball.
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers probably does that better.
That comes with time, though.
The amount of times that he killed the Bears with that bullshit.
No, Tucson, I disagree. I want to take you back in my time machine, build maybe about 10 pounds apart. Caleb has more of that John Elway build, 6'2", 220, 6'1", 215, where he's shrugging off some tackles, but John Elway has some jets too.
Yeah.
John Elway get up that jam.
John Elway was nuts, though. That man was nuts.
That's what Caleb reminds me of. He got that John Elway to him.
Elway was super inaccurate, 54, but he had a damn arm to get you to the 30 or the 20.
Don't ever put that on Favre.
Two throws, he got you there with 2 throws.
Favre will bullet up a pass down the field, but he also gonna throw a pick crazy. And Caleb is not a pick guy. That's
he's not Favre.
He's nowhere near. Yeah. Favre has set the record for most touchdowns and most interceptions in the same season. Caleb is not that guy.
Yeah,
and they get mad at Jameis.
He's more Elway.
Well, hey, check this out.
Was out here throwing it to anybody.
Time is running short. So let's go ahead and get our final words in, and then we're going to get into some shout-outs. So I'm going to go ahead and let you go first, Jay. Ladies first. Go ahead and get your final words in, and then we're going to have everybody get their final words and then get into some shout-outs.
Got you. Thank you for letting me on here today, guys. I don't get to talk football as much.
Your mic went out.
I would like to shout out the Chicago White Sox. They're playing right now. They're about an hour in. I don't know what the score is. But the White Sox have been absolutely raking. Munetaka was an absolute steal. I don't know why they let the White Sox sign that man, but thank you for everybody who passed for him. Whoever passed, y'all are nuts. I know the Dodgers could have had him. Imagine if the Dodgers had him.
They said they didn't want to pay him.
2 and 4.
They was crazy for not paying him, and I thank the guys that Jerry Reinsdorf is selling the White Sox. So whoever put that on or juju on the White Sox for them to actually be fun and good this year, I'm excited. Thank you very much. The next thing I want to say is Thursday we're having our live WNBA season kickoff. Thursday at 7:00. Catch us at the Women's Cut everywhere. We talked about the Sky, but we're going to do a full breakdown of the entire WNBA. We're going to go through the power rankings. We're going to talk about the free agents that were signed, that weren't, and the people who are let go. So if you are interested in the W, if you want to get all your bets aligned for Friday, because the betting will commence on Friday, please holla at your girls on the Women's Cut. Holla at my homegirl Seaway. You can follow us everywhere at the Women's Cut. And that's it.
Hey, G. Whoa.
What's going on, man? Thank you, man. Shout out to my boy Cricket Commish for getting me up here today, man. I actually couldn't wait to come back and talk ball with y'all after the draft, man. So he looked out for me today. And you saw G pull up. I said, of course, man. So shout out to everybody on the panel. Appreciate you guys. And my final thoughts is this. I think the Chicago Bears did get better, but not completely better. You know what I mean? And I think we as a fan base want our team to be completely better and not just a little bit better, because you see holes in the team, especially on the defensive side of the ball. So it's open to criticism and it's open to critique. So it is what it is. But we did get better, just not completely better. And I want to shout out to my Cubs too, man. These guys are on like 11, 12 game win streak at home. We balling, even though we got all of our pitching staff is hurt. We just pulling guys out of Mariano's and Jules and Walgreens to come pitch for us, man. And we still winning. Right, and we still winning. So shout out to y'all, man. This is a great platform. I love to be a part of it. Good people, man. Bear down, man. That's all I got. And FGB. Shout out to my guys over there at tallybrand.com. Sponsors I got or whatever the case may be. These are my guys. So if you guys want this stuff, I did go to tallybrand.com, get your FGB hat, shot hat, whatever you want to. They was in the chat tonight. So shout out to them, man. There they go. Appreciate it.
Sure. Shout out to Tally Brand.
Tally Brand. Let's get it.
Let's get it, baby. JB.
My final thought before I get into the shout outs, I'm gonna just scrolls I rock with Scrolls. I know he on the West Coast, but he just said some asinine shit, man. He just said, no, not that.
It wouldn't be Scrolls if it wasn't asinine.
He just said John Elway couldn't hold Caleb Williams' jockstrap. Hey, man.
Yeah, you
Come
right.
on.
That's you up there watch Elway.
Pump your Chevy Nova brakes.
Brother,
Pump your
wow.
Chevy Nova
Hall of
brakes.
Famer John Elway?
We talking about a Hall of Famer who was out. He was doing stuff in the 80s that shouldn't have been done. Mm-hmm. So let's pause that. No slander. But I guess, Fal, are we going into the shout outs then, huh?
Yeah, go ahead.
Because you know mine, I'm still scrolling up, bro.
Yeah, I already know your shit gonna be about
Got the cap.
It just ain't no cap. It just takes so long.
Yeah.
Shit, it's still going.
Yeah, well, the Bulls hired a new GM. Nobody knows who the vice president of basketball operations. I don't know who the fuck he was. I think I ran into him one day at somebody said Mariano's and shit. So who knows?
I'm rooting for everybody black. So
yeah, I hope you do a great job. Please don't fuck it up.
Hey, hire a good coach, but we'll get to that next week.
Do whatever you got to do to get AJ Batansta. Whatever you got to do to get AJ, do what you got to do to get that young brother on our team.
We need somebody else other than Derrick Rose to be celebratory about.
I can't take no more than nostalgia. I can't take no more. I can't take it no more, man.
We ain't got no more. There's no more statues. There's the next time everybody's gonna be excited. Derrick Rose. There's no more statues. There's no.
I need Derrick. I need Derrick to come on the show and set some things straight. That's what I need Derrick to do.
Maybe Derrick need to be the new coach. I don't know.
Yeah, you can at least be the fucking genius.
Get Kurt Heinrich to be the coach, man. What we doing, man?
Hey, give me somebody.
Listen, I wanted Luol Deng so bad. Y'all.
He don't even like it here.
I don't care. He don't gotta like it. Make it good. Don't even live here. Work remote, Luol. I don't care. Work remote.
Masai was available, but I knew that wasn't gonna be. It was gonna be what it was. It was gonna be some obscure. This is still the Bulls we talking about, right? They wasn't going after Bob Myers.
They did what they did. They went and hired some firm to get the damn vice president of basketball.
That's better than what they did before. So we're showing improvement.
Well, I'll put it to you like this.
Are we?
Just tell me that you don't know shit.
We don't know what we're doing. They said we don't know what we're doing. So let's hire somebody else. When was the last time the Bulls?
Let's hire a firm to let us know that we don't know absolutely. To let the whole world know that we don't know shit.
At least they admitted they were stupid. That's the first. You know.
It doesn't take a genius to look at Bob Myers on SportsCenter and be like, "Hey, this ain't for you, man."
An assistant can come and have Luol Deng just have him like a tablet. Just show him the game and have him do the substitutions. I don't care. Luol, I don't care how you do it.
We got breaking news. Cousins did it again. Walk off on the 10th. Cubs win.
Back-to-back walk-offs is crazy. This is
the Cubs and Sox are both on the Cubs and Sox are both on the. Who has tickets to the Crosstown Classic? I'm going.
Me and my wife might go for it.
Let y'all ass down again in the playoffs.
Y'all gotta get there. Y'all gotta get there though, pal. Y'all gotta get there.
Get ready to get your fucking hearts broken again. It's like keep fucking that same girl. She keep fucking and cheating on your ass.
I don't like that shit for sure, bro. I don't like that shit.
Hey, Val, what do you say? Like Major League? Yeah, they'll blow it.
Contenders, but we got the rookie of the year. I bet you we got the rookie of the year, though, baby. I bet you that.
Oh, the White Sox for sure. For sure.
Talk around, going might be MVP. Go ahead, Jay.
I ain't gonna lie.
Yes, I'm ready. I'm ready. First of all, shout out to you, G Walker. Appreciate you, man. Since we got in tune, man. Love your takes. Love when you're on the show, man. Next time, Jay, you know you one of the family, so appreciate you when you come on. We always love to talk sports, and you bring that fire with the Chicago Sky. That I'm just gonna be honest, hell, we may be all we got because I think that might be the better basketball team.
I was educated.
You're gonna be better than the Bulls. You're gonna be better than the Bulls.
That's the better basketball team right now.
They're
Hell,
gonna
they
be
damn
better
sure won more recently than the Bulls did. So that's bad.
There will be fun to watch. The Sky will be fun to watch. They might not make the playoffs, but they'll be in games.
Just give me something to turn on.
The Sky is short for Skyler.
Too wise. But hey, first and foremost, shout out to all y'all that's in the chat. I'm gonna go down and do my thing. David F504, thank you. Oscar Morales, thank you for chiming in. We appreciate the love. Seth Rollins Bears Down came in. And my man AC Adam, thank you for chiming in. My man Bears Down came in. Easy, who didn't pop in, but Easy was on early. Thank you, Easy.
Oh, don't call him. You know, Pennywise will pop up in a heartbeat.
True. Shout out to Roma Duze's dad. We need to get him on because we got. If you didn't buy him a jugs machine for Christmas or his birthday, you're a bad father. I'm calling you a bad daddy. Hey,
You're so disrespectful.
or am I just hilarious? FGB Bear Down 18. Thank you for chiming in. Hey, y'all, real important. Crazy Ace, y'all. Crazy Ace chimed in. He's over in South Korea, I believe, keeping our waters safe. Doing it for America. Secret Service. Thank you, brother. I love when he comes on. I think they're like almost a day ahead of us. But thank you, Crazy Ace, for chiming in. Hey, my man Ron Winarski. Thank you for chiming in, Ron. Bearski Film, who made that dope Caleb, although, like I don't know, the commentary was just kind of weird because they was talking bad about Caleb while he was making good and bad plays. But shout out to Bearski Film. I do like that. I appreciate it.
Don't say that no more.
We'll get to him later. TTL Runaway, thank you for chiming in. We appreciate the love. TTL Runaway was on good tonight. Good, better, best. BJ, thank you for chiming in. We appreciate that. One of our P1s. Al Bundy came in, y'all. We appreciate Al Bundy. Chicago Clubhouse fan Bears Down. Thank you for chiming in. The Bear Necessities 85. Thank you for chiming in. Damn, 85. We ain't won shit in 40 years, y'all. 41. Damn.
Terrible.
Caleb BJ Loveland, thank you for chiming in. We appreciate you. My man Tucson J. Thank you, Tucson, man. We got to get you on. I know you don't get through till about 9, man, but if you can get like 30 minutes out, we'd appreciate it. Love your takes. Great insight. Jedediah Harper chimed in. The Bears going to the Super Bowl. We would love that, Jedediah.
That's a strong name.
Hey. Love it. Our super producer, Crooked Commissioner back. Always love him. Wouldn't be a show without him because I don't know how to work these dials. Do you know how to work them, pal? And chimed in, Lorenzo Clemens, our resident Big Ten referee. Thank you. Yes, we did have a chance to get Peter Woods. Blew that, but it's okay. It's okay. We'll see what we can do. Hey, G-Walk, you looking like, yeah, Peter was one of them dudes, too.
Hey, they gonna tell you, hey, man, listen, bro. I just didn't expect it, man. I just didn't expect to do that.
Shout out to Tally Brand again. If we can put the link at the bottom again, Crook, but definitely because I love that FGB hat. That's real dope. Yes, shout out to Coach Chef, one of our podcast, Chicago Clubhouse members. Not the podcast. He actually works for the network. So thank you. Jimmy Bryant, thank you for chiming in, Jimmy. We appreciate you. Jimmy was getting it in, y'all, with the comments. Matthew Lee During, thank you, 0730. Thank you, Matthew, for chiming in. We appreciate the love here on the Chicago Clubhouse podcast. And then as my man Scrolls, I'm gonna give you some love, Scrolls, but I'm gonna need you to come on. I need you to talk your shit in person, man, because you behind them keystrokes. We ain't. I don't know, man. I might have to check your card, bro. I might have to check you. Let's see who else. Oh man, we was in the chat lit for real. God, we going. And I love it. Keep it moving. And it ain't even bear season yet. Okay, now we wrapping up. Calvin Swanson. Cubs win 3-2 tonight. Thank you, Calvin. Thank you for the breaking news. We appreciate it, and thank you for chiming in on the Chicago Clubhouse podcast. And that's it. Shout out to T. Nick. Don't know where he is, but I know he chimed in the chat earlier.
Hey, Mom! The meatloaf! We want it now! The meatloaf!
I definitely wouldn't mind some good meatloaf and mashed taters.
You ain't allowed to some green beans.
and some green beans, yeah, buddy.
I got you on the meatloaf. I got y'all on the meatloaf.
Hey, don't tease, man. Don't tease.
Listen.
Everybody can't make a good meatloaf.
The girl make a good meatloaf. That's all I'm saying.
Hey. So shout out to everybody in the chat. We appreciate you. If you were just watching and didn't chime in, you are known as a
L for love. Good times.
You are known as a lurker, and we appreciate lurkers because you know what? We want everybody, whether you say something or just watch. Thank you. You're invited, you're loved, you're appreciated, respected, and you're needed. So we appreciate the lurkers as well. Shout out to any family that I have watching. Shout out to any students that I have watching. One of the students found that, oh, Mr. Bowles, you got a podcast. I do. Okay, yeah. Come on and learn something, young fella. Learn something, And shout out to SB, my son CB, my son JB, a lot of B's going on. And if we only have one person watching in that little bitty eyeball in the corner, it's the podcast mom, most affectionately known as Miss Sandra Bynum Holmes. Come on.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in to the Chicago Clubhouse podcast, where we think we know everything, but we really don't know shit. Hey, it costs absolutely nothing at all to like and subscribe to the Chicago Clubhouse podcast. The chat was lit tonight. Remember, like and subscribe. Hell, tell your mama, tell your pa, tell your brother, tell your sister, your auntie, your uncle, your cousins, your pastor, your sad dude, your sad girl. Shit, you can tell the pimp on the corner. You can tell the whole walking down the street. Like and subscribe to the Chicago Clubhouse podcast. Tell them all. Jesus does. Jesus likes and subscribes to us as well. Yes, he does.
Aha.
He does. He does. We're God's people over here. All right. So the chat was lit. Thank you all for tuning in. I mean, the chat was very lit tonight. Thank you all. Round of applause to you people. Thank you all for tuning in tonight. I want to give a shout out to our girl Jay. Now we'll be on this Thursday, part of the Women's Cup. We got to get your other compadre on here. I don't know what she doing, but she ain't never coming on here. She don't never.
She be lawyering. She be out here lawyering, but her brother's getting married tomorrow.
Oh, okay. Congratulations.
This weekend. So she
be lawyering. She ain't chasing ambulances and no shit, is she?
Right.
Oh, wait, getting married on Mother's Day weekend? Oh. I don't want to be in that family. Hey, I don't want to be at that family reunion.
Yeah, I know, right?
Taking away my day.
I mean, I think it's on Saturday. They can still do Mother's Day things. So
yeah, man.
Yeah.
Well, shout out to the lovely Jay. Thank you for coming on. You can catch her at the Women's Cup on Thursday. What time will we be catching you?
7 p.m.
7 p.m.
on Thursday.
Yes.
Every Thursday. We was on a little hiatus, but your girls is back now. We're going to be talking We're going to be talking all types of stuff. Oh, I forgot to shout out Sierra. She finally gave Russell Wilson Cinco, so they're about to have Cinco.
Again?
So, listen.
Man, that shit must be fire.
She ain't never going to play Dorothy in the box at this point.
What's in the box?
That motherfucker, he believe in shooting up the club, baby.
He been asking ever since the fourth one popped out. You know what I'm saying? We know he know how to complete passes in one way or another. That's all we know.
He don't miss the mark. I'll tell you that shit.
Come on, dog. Come on, man.
Clearly his glue stick. Clearly.
Yeah. God damn, Sierra must got that snappy nappy, goddamn it. Hey, shout out to my boy G Walker. Thank you for coming on, my dude. As always, you all right with me. I don't give a damn what nobody say. You cool with me, dog. Cool with me. Shout out to my
Come back.
Shout out to my boy JB. Shout out to T Nick. Shout out to Frank the Tank that wasn't able to make it tonight. Shout out to our boy Mr. Chicago. Pennywise himself, Easy. Shout out to our boy that was also in the chat, Coach Chef. Shout out to the super producer in the back that makes this shit happen. The crooked commit. Shout out to once again to our boy Crazy A serving over there in Korea, because I don't know if you north or south, but goddamn it, you over there in Korea. I don't know which part, but you over there serving, and thank you much.
It's definitely not north.
Yeah, I don't think it is.
South, right?
yeah, damn sure ain't north. Also want to give a shout out and prayers up to I lost my uncle today. I want to give a shout out to my cousins and my auntie for the loss of my uncle. He had cancer and he was on hospice. So shout out to him. Love you. May you continue to rest in peace. Gone but never forgotten. Shout out to him as well. I want to give a shout out to the damn kitties. That one is going and her and the wife are out. She's getting her final fitting for this expensive ass prom dress. Whew, that cost a lot of money.
You gotta you ain't gotta show me pics.
I ain't ready, man.
Show me pics, okay?
Hold on. Hey, Fal,
drop them
was you
pics
like
in the
this?
chat.
Man,
Drop some pics in the chat. I know she's gonna be beautiful.
This just show you. I said, here's $1,000. Don't ask me for shit else. That's the show you. And that wasn't even the damn. That's not just the damn dress.
That's not enough, bro.
Yeah, exactly. I just gave half. Shit, I ain't paying for it all. And then she going to college too.
Man,
shit.
Where's she going to school?
I know you, man.
Oh yes, she is going to school to Xavier University over there in Louisiana. She will be going.
Okay.
Congratulations. Congratulations.
So shout out to her. Congratulations.
What's her
Shout out to her. The baby girl, want to give a shout out to her. She's upstairs with the baby boy right now. He's probably giving her hell, which it happens because that's what siblings do. Shout out to my two oldest daughters, Mia Taylor. Daddy love you. I know you ain't watching because you know y'all grown and y'all do what the hell y'all want anyway. Y'all don't fucking listen to me. Shout out to my other son that's serving over there in the Navy. He's on the ship right now, depressed as shit because they're in the middle of the ocean and it's dark as fuck.
And, he ended up leaving? He went?
Yeah, he been gone. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he over there in the Navy now. In the Navy.
Oh, he in the Navy too. Shout out to Big Navy. So hey.
Yeah, he out there.
Go enjoy yourself. I know I did, boy. Hey, go have some fun, man. Enjoy it.
Shout out to my homie who's doing training right now in San Diego because he might deploy. So
yeah. That's what my son he's stationed out.
Go ahead and fake work for the rest of your life, but then you heard that from me. Go ahead and enjoy that vacation.
Shout out to him as well. Shout out to my baby boy. Shout out to my wife that's out. And I love her. Shout out to her. And shout out to all Chicago sports teams. Please do better. Get better. We love you. We will always support you, but not if you fucking up. And your owners, would y'all take a class in fucking sports? I mean, I'm pretty sure they got that shit in a fucking college somewhere. Take a fucking class, man. That's all.
If everybody in Chicago put in $20, we could probably buy the Bulls. So,
well, I mean, we could.
Own like the Packer fans own the Packers. We can own the team.
I don't know. You know, Jerry a tight ass. I don't know if he gonna sell them. You know, they make him too much fucking money.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, so thank you all. So for G Walker, JB, Jay at the Woman's Cut, the super producer in the back, the Crooked Kabish. I'm your boy Fal, and guess what, people?
Peace.
You got to decide whether you're a wolf or a sheep.
This has been a Chicago Clubhouse Network production.
That dude.
You're still here. It's over. Go home.
Good night, Taiwan.
I'm home.
And now it's all